A soft vanilla-based fragrance for the warmer weather. Can Creed pull it off? They sure can. Hey YouTube fragrance family, welcome to another Robes Await fragrance review. Today is on the house of Creed and their scents, their vanilla-based scents called Sublime Vanille. Let's get to the review. Sublime Vanille hit the shelves in 2009. Bottle sizes are the 1 ounce, 2.5 ounce, which is the one you see here, and the 8.4 ounce flacon. Concentrations eau de parfum. Pricing retail American, you're looking at $250 for the 1 ounce, $545 for the one you see here, the 2.5, and the flacon is $745. So in regards to juice versus pricing, the best case scenario would be the flacon to get the best bang for your buck. Sublime Vanille is part of the Royal exclusive line, which also includes some of my favorites from Creed that I own actually, including Jardin d'Amalfi and Spice and Wood, among others. With the release of these 2.5 ounce bottles, Creed has also released a coffret, which includes all 5 Royal exclusives in the 2.5 ounce bottles that you see here at a whopping $2,725. Or if you're a real baller, you can get the gilded edition of your favorite Royal exclusive for $5,250. Kind of pricey. Now let's take a look at presentation. Box first, as always. As you can see, your standard Creed box, everything embossed, beautiful crest here. It says Les Royal Exclusives, Sublime Vanille right here. You have information at the top, and you got the gold bottom here that says Atomizer 2.5 ounce 75 ml bottle. In the back, you have your information there. At the bottom, you have some more information. If I open her up, your typical items that come with a Creed, you got the card. Mine says www.creed.eu, so it seems like my bottle from fragrancex.com comes from Europe. It also comes with the story of Creed in multiple languages, and the one thing that's different is the pull-in. So you actually pull out the bottle, which is a little different from your typical Creed bottle presentation. So let's take a look at the bottle itself. Now the bottle itself is absolutely gorgeous, to be quite honest. It is lacquered with Creed's gold crest all over the place. You got some information in the back here that is the same as the back of the box. And then in the front you got the sticker that says Sublime Vanille, and then the Creed emblem right here. At the bottom you do have the lot number and things like that. The cap itself, beautiful. You have a mix of gold on the side to silver with the Creed crest. Actually very gorgeous looking. There's not much weight to this cap. The atomizer itself is actually really good, as you'd come to expect from Creed. The noses behind Sublime Vanille is none other than the father and son combo of Olivier and Erwin Creed. Now the father, Olivier Creed, is the man, the myth, the legend. The man that has built the Creed brand what it is today. If you take a look at your favorite men's fragrance in the Creed house, most notably it's going to be Olivier's creation. He is pretty much the man, I would say, the man that has put them in the fragrance game on the map. Now his son is learning his chops from dad and doing quite a fine job himself. So Erwin is pretty much the face of Creed now to this day, and he is building his resume slowly with the family business. Notes in Sublime Vanille, very simple, straightforward. So it really describes this fragrance in a nutshell, just because there's so little notes, and this fragrance is very much very thin, but very interesting at the same time. So let's take a look at the note breakdown. In the opening, we have vanilla and tonka bean. In the mid, we got lemon and bergamot, so very fresh, and you're gonna get a lot of that citrus in the opening too. In the mid, we have Tonkin musk. The major notes in this fragrance to this nose, really all the notes in this note breakdown play their part, play a portion in the whole fragrance. The major notes, obviously the vanilla, Bergamot plays a large role, especially in the opening, and then the musk more in the backbone of this fragrance. Group, this is a soft oriental fragrance. Now let's take a look at my application. How many sprays and where? My application is Sublime Vanille. I felt that more is more in this case. My 3 spray usual, 1 on the chest, 2 on the neck, really wasn't enough with Sublime Vanille. I felt like 5 to 7 sprays was actually best, and with 75 mils, that's not really going to go far, but it is what it is, and it gets very expensive if you're going 5 to 7 sprays. But it is what it is. So I do the 1 on the chest, shirtless, as usual, 3 on the neck. So I go bam, bam, and then another one. And again, I don't do full sprays with this. I usually do the half spray on the atomizer, just an FYI, and then 2 on the arms. And then if I feel generous, if I'm wearing a shirt like this, I probably am going to pop 1 or maybe 2 on the shirt, just to give it a little more longevity. So that is my application of Sublime Vanille. Now let's sniff out the top of Sublime Vanille. I put some on my hand right now, and it's good. God, that's gorgeous. It's authentic, it's juicy, it's beautiful. Oh, those citruses just popping. You know, it's called Sublime Vanille, but the citruses are the star of the show right now. Oh, the top of Sublime Vanille opens with fresh, sparkling, authentic citruses. They're outstanding, and they are very vivid in Sublime Vanille's opening. Gorgeous, gorgeous opening. You know, I always knew that Creed had it in them. You know, there's some great fragrances like Sélection Verte that has a sparkling feel to the fragrance. They took a page out of that and put it in here because the citruses are absolutely gorgeous. The bergamot is the one citrus that kind of hangs on. There's lemon in here too, but the bergamot is the notable one, and it really does pop. Bergamot's kind of a close cousin to lime. So bergamot can be bitter, almost sour at times. It's very light, it's citrusy, and can remind a user of Earl Grey tea. This is by far the best recreation of bergamot in an opening of a scent that I actually have smelt. It really does recreate that bergamot scent. It really was gorgeous. And if you truly dissect the scent like I have, you can truly appreciate the wholeness of the bergamot note in this particular fragrance, even down to the Earl Grey tea aspect, which many bergamot-based scents kind of miss. So really, if you dissect this, if you got a sample or something out of this, just if you like that portion of bergamot, that Earl Grey tea kind of feel to it, dissect this one just a little bit, and you're gonna see the smile on your face a little bit come a little bigger. This is where Creed stole a page from Guerlain and their best-selling and iconic Shalimar, which also utilizes the full bergamot note with its vanilla nonetheless. So really, I feel like Creed wanted to create their own Shalimar here with their own specific touches, with their, of course, their own ingredients. Really, that's uncanny. Am I saying that this smells exactly like Shalimar? No, I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is that it really is eerie on how this was created in regards to Shalimar. Now on to the vanilla note, which this scent is based upon and is truly the primary note in Sublime Vanille. So they named it aptly. The vanilla meets the citruses quite quickly right away in the introduction. The vanilla note is not thick per se. It's creamy, it's pillowy, and it's soft. To my surprise, the vanilla and citruses worked very well in the introduction together. They really, really did. You start getting some powder from the tonka bean and the familiar sweetness which will run through the scent. The tonka note truly embraces the Tahitian vanilla bean that is utilized in this scent. They both have similarities, including cherry and almost a caramel-like feel. This scent does pop a little bit of that in the whole scent. Tahitian vanilla is rare and actually very expensive aroma. It throws out a floral aspect, which you will receive in Sublime Vanille. You're going to kind of feel a floral kind of feel to the fragrance. Think a white orchid with almost a cherry caramel rich vanilla extract like smell. But the caramel rich extract smell is more of a afterthought. It's almost in the backbone of the fragrance, not to make this a truly thick vanilla based fragrance. I really like that, the way they utilize the vanilla in this one. Sublime Vanille truly takes this depth and this note, and in true Creed style almost crushes the push and the depth of that note that you could actually smell in other vanilla based fragrances that truly make them winter based fragrances. Not only is there use of Tahitian vanilla bean, but there's also the use of vanilla bourbon in this fragrance. The vanilla bourbon is a much more common use in perfumery. It is used for production of natural vanillin. Both vanillas play a part in Sublime Vanille and are utilized flawlessly to give the user a great vanilla experience, which isn't really too gourmandish, too deep, even too sweet. It's a vanilla that does not amplify too much of one facet of vanilla. It shows many aspects of the vanilla bean, and to be quite honest with you, it's a perfect balance. At times, more in the dry down, this scent brought me to a creme brulee accord, which is a great use of the Tahitian vanilla bean. It gives you a creamy, buttery, caramel-like vanilla, however, never really turned too gourmandish or even too sweet to the user. Too many vanillas are truly really thick, which most of them, to be quite honest, I really love. I love those thick vanillas. This is actually a rare case that I would wear a vanilla-based scent in the spring and summer easily, which also has enough interest to it to be also worn at night in cooler night settings. So it really does have that balance, and it really has that signature scent worthy down pat. It really is. It has enough depth and thickness and enough interest to it to draw people in at night, but it also has enough simplicity to the fragrance that you can actually wear it at work and for daily wear. Again, something like this may be a little too expensive for that kind of use. In the end of this fragrance, there's a pinch of white musk that keeps the fragrance alive. It gives the scent a sweetness and a light aspect to end Sublime Vanille as a vanilla musky ending. The name truly fits this fragrance. It is a Sublime Vanilla. Now overall, Sublime Vanille is a high-end, simplistic vanilla fragrance. If you're looking for a soft vanilla-based scent, this is the best I've smelt to date. This is a beautiful, simple, delicate vanilla. It's a linear scent that doesn't move much. It utilizes high quality, and every aspect of this scent shows almost a true rendition of each note. I was almost aghast when wearing this fragrance on how simple this scent is, but how complex each note was. Marvelous use of each note, and to utilize them at a full capacity like this deserves huge credit to the House of Creed. This is the one time, well, not just the one time, but this is the one time that I can say Creed quality was there here. It really did show the facet of the vanilla bean here. One of the better constructed Creeds that I've ever smelt. Yes. Recommended age for Sublime Vanille. This is where websites are just like, this is straight up feminine fragrance, and reviews are all over the place. So I'm going to lay it straight down the line, guys. This is a unisex fragrance in my personal opinion, men, women. It is classified as a feminine, yes. However, it's very popular in the men's game. A lot of the men that I talk to that love Sublime Vanille, I know a lot of guys that actually own this fragrance. It's one that you can share with your wife. I know a few people that do that. As far as age range, I would say 25 and up, just because of age range and things like that. It is a grown-up vanilla, to be quite honest. If you want more of a playful vanilla, Designer Games got you covered. You don't have to go niche as a playful vanilla, to be quite honest. Reminds people of what kind of fragrance does this remind people of? Well, I said Shalimar by Guerlain. It really does take a page out of it. I would not say Shalimar and this are the same. I don't think anybody has really put those two together. I actually put Vanilla Bourbon from DSH Perfumes as something that reminded me of this because of course, the use of that Vanilla Bourbon. Best time to wear this fragrance, it would have to be daily wear. I love wearing this right now. Obviously, it's winter here in Canada, and I was wearing this like a boss at work. I was loving it. It's just so easy, pleasant to wear at work, daily, work, almost anytime and everywhere. This is one of those things that this is versatility. If it doesn't get a 10 on my review, I'd be surprised. Really great versatility. You can wear it mostly for daily wear, but you can wear it at night too. It has enough interest to it. In my opinion, a lot of people think that this is just simple and linear, but I think there's actually a lot of depth to this fragrance that you can wear it at night too, on dates and things like that. Yes. Seasons, same thing. Versatility is the name of the game. This is any season. Mostly, I can't wait to wear this for summer nights and spring nights because I think it's going to work so well. It's going to work well in fall. Winter, not so much, but still, I would say like 10 to 15% of my usage would be around winter. Mostly spring and fall would be the big boys, but summer also. A vanilla for summer, yes, I could wear this. In the summer, I don't think in the dead heat, but those cooler summer days, yes, it would be great for that, especially if you're going to work, air conditioning, you forget about it. It works. Development, is this linear, average, or complex? Linear. There's not much as far as movement goes in this fragrance. It really is very smooth. You know, that citrus pop in the opening, but the vanilla is right there. Like the citrus is there, and it's like, oh, you're really nice, and the vanilla is just like, oh, I got you, and then it just kind of pulls it, and the citrus goes away, and it's still more vanilla. There's not much going on. So linear, work appropriate, yes, perfect work scent. I love wearing this at work, and it's going to be one of my staples for work. Signature scent worthy. 100%, baby. 100% this is a signature scent worthy fragrance. Doesn't matter if you're in a warmer climate or cooler climate. I really think this is signature scent worthy. Rating system. Let's go. Let's take a look at it. Projection and longevity. As you can see, not the best scores in the world, but still solid. Projection, 7 bottles out of 10. Moderate straight through. I never felt like this thing was going crazy. Like I was doing my initial 7 sprays here in my fragrance room, went upstairs, go see the wife, and see if I was going to get a comment. I always like to do that just to surprise her, put a lot of sprays and go, here I am, and see if she's going to cough and go, ew, that's gross, or she's going to go, hello there. 7 sprays of this stuff, and she was just like, no reaction. I just had to say hello, and she was like, oh, I smell it, yes. So projection, especially with work and things like that, in my testing, it was moderate, straight through. It never really pushed that much, but it never really was a skin scent. The only time it was a skin scent was when I undersprayed. So 5 to 7, you're good. If you go under than that, it's almost a waste of those 3 sprays. So might as well go 5 to 7. I know it's an expensive 5 to 7 sprays. Longevity, 5 bottles out of 10. Yes, that hurts longevity. Was okay. Did it work my work? Did it last my work day? It was having a hard time. It was chugging along. So 5 bottles out of 10, it gives me a 4 to 7 hour kind of cushion here. Sometimes a little less. Sometimes it would last the whole day, and it would come out, you know, at 5 o'clock. I'd come home, you know, wash my hands, start cooking dinner, and I could smell it. And I'm like, oh, surprising. You hit more than 8 hours. Good job, buddy. But most of the time it was 4 to 7 hours. That goes to compliment factor. Surprising. Not really, but an 8 bottles out of 10. Vanillas do well on me. Le Male worked very well on me. So, you know, vanillas and me, I just spiritueuse de vanille. I'm a boss when I wear vanilla. It worked very well. I was surprised just because it doesn't have that much push. A lot of people love this fragrance. So 8 bottles out of 10 compliment factor. Very surprising. I thought it was going to be like lukewarm, 5 or 6, but 8. Uniqueness, 9 bottles out of 10. You're like, Mark, that's such a simple fragrance. What are you talking about, uniqueness? 9 bottles out of 10. Something so simple can be this unique. I haven't smelled anything in the game that can really come close to this. A soft vanilla like this. Very well done. Pricing versus what you get in the bottle. This is a hard thing to grade. The pricing's freaking out of this world. So I'm giving it 5 bottles out of 10. Pricing sucks. It sucks. It's a shitty price tag. But with everything in life, there is some things that are high priced that you can never buy just because of the pricing. But you get what you pay for. And in this case, I really think that, you know what? For the right person, this is worth something to them. This is actually the right price. As far as uniqueness, pricing versus what you get, I think it's a 5 for guys like me, collectors and things like that. I'd be hard pressed to buy this bottle at the rate they're asking. That goes to versatility. How versatile is this fragrance? It's a 10 out of 10. It is so versatile. There was no time that I wore this, especially at 5 to 7 sprays, and said, oh, I think this is out of place. No. Work, casual, dress up, dress down, nighttime, daytime, going to the mall, going to a wedding. Who cares? This is everything. Versatility straight up there. As a vanilla-based scent, that is hard to do. They did it. Smell, 10. 10. Versatility is the best part of this scent. The scent itself is the second best part of this scent. It really is a great scent. It is. I can't deny it. 10. And that goes to an overall score. Well, with the overall score, is it going to get a perfect 10 from me? No, I just missed the mark. 9 bottles out of 10. I look at everything, the whole scale of this fragrance, including price and availability. It's nice for them to do these atomizers because I'm not a flacon kind of guy. I don't want a big jug with no atomizer. That's not me. I want something like this. But the price tag, bring it under 5, then I might be a little happier. So it's kind of hard to grade it, but there is some things like longevity projection is a problem to some people, but for me, I think this is a near perfect scent from Creed out of 9 bottles out of 10. And that goes to buy, try, or pass. That was a hard part for me, and I would have to say this is a pass for like 95% of you out there that are watching my videos. There's going to be that 5% that everything's going to click, and I feel you. I know. You can comment below and say, this is my crown jewel. And I would say, yeah, that makes total sense. Like, I could see people that would love this fragrance. And if you're looking for one fragrance, a soft vanilla with some citruses for a signature scent, and you're willing to spend like $1,000 every time you get the bottle, this is probably where the buck stops. The price truly kills this scent for me to be even close to a buy on my channel. The scent itself, simply outstanding, as you know. As you saw from my video, the use of the citruses and vanilla truly shine here. Even the secondary notes like musk and tonka give this scent much depth, but also play their role to a T. I love my dark, thick, syrupy vanillas, and this is a change of pace for me, and I honestly can say I love it. I love this one. My thought is, personally, that I thought Spice and Wood and Jardin d'Amalfi were the only ones worth my time in this exclusive line, and that's why I only own those two. This showed me much more in its second wearing once I started doing proper testing, because I did get a sample of this way back when I went to New York, and I just felt it wasn't worthy for me, and I could see why people are like, they smell this, they say it's nice, but it's not worth the money, and I can totally attest where you're coming from. So it all depends on taste and your wallet, to be quite honest with this one. So I hope you enjoyed the review. Please comment below if you like, dislike, you own a bottle, you traded a bottle, you split a bottle of this stuff. Really like to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. This fragrance review was sponsored by FragranceX.com. I just want to thank FragranceX.com for Sublime Vanille. And if you are interested in this particular fragrance or any other fragrance on FragranceX.com, don't forget to utilize the code ROBES08 to get 15%